Okay, so I have figured out a really great way to sell your house and not have to deal with the buying craziness that we're dealing with right now. And I was talking about it to someone as a joke, and then I realized they looked at me and I could see lights turn on and kind of their eyes glisten, thinking like, oh my gosh, this is actually a good idea. So right now, if you're a seller, you can't, you can, but right now, if you're selling, you're probably more focused on how you are going to buy than how you're going to sell. It's a seller's market. It's a great seller's market. So if you need to sell, now is a great time. However, most of the time when you sell, you're moving to another place, you're moving to a bigger house or a nicer house, or you're downsizing or whatever. And that is your biggest issue right now with selling your house. I can see it in the numbers. A lot of you don't want to sell your house because of COVID is one of the reasons, I think. That's my opinion. And the other reason is because you're looking at the market and you're looking at the buying market. You're going, oh my gosh, how am I going to buy if I sell? So it started as a joke, and now I realize there are some sellers that would seriously consider this. So stick with me here. Sell your house. You sell your house like we always sell houses. We do the marketing, we get everything looking perfect to go on the market online, because that is the most important thing you can do with staging, with professional photography, with virtual tours, because there still aren't people comfortable with going into houses. And so they're completely comfortable buying your house without ever seeing it in person. We do video, we do a bunch of stuff. And sell your house. Use all our marketing, sell it top dollar, probably go to multiple offer, probably sell for more than you think it's gonna sell, most situations, and then take some of that equity, maybe even all of that equity, and go buy an RV. I've talked to people about this, and it started as a joke because it just started as a joke. I don't know how it came up. And then people are going, oh, I've always wanted an RV, and I've always wanted to kind of travel around and do my own thing. So you buy an RV. We now have hotspots that are really fast, so you could work from your RV. You could also maybe try Starlink, which is Elon's satellite internet that's pretty fast. I'm actually on the wait list. I should be getting it at some point. You know how Tesla and Elon work, they're never on time. However, you can access the internet from your phone, from a hotspot for relatively cheap amount of money, and a lot of us are working remotely. So not only can you sell your house for top dollar, you can buy an RV, and some of you right now are sitting in your house and you have RV equity in your house that you didn't have a year ago. I mean, and I'm talking nice RV equity. So a year ago, you didn't have that equity. Now you have that equity and you can pull it out and you can buy something for, I mean, it's not free, but it's way cheaper because you built that equity through your house. Anyways, obviously I'm excited about this. So you sell your house, you take that money, maybe add some money to it, maybe take some of the money and add the rest to savings or investments or whatever you want to do it, maybe Bitcoin. I don't know anything about Bitcoin, so that's not a recommendation. That's more of just it's a popular thing, so that's why I was talking about it. Sell your house, you buy an RV, you travel around, you do whatever you want. Go to the beach, work from the beach. Go to the mountains, work from the mountains. I don't know anything about RVs, so I'm assuming you can take them to the mountains. Travel around, work remotely, because you're probably already working remotely right now, and then wait till the North Texas market settles down. And then when the North Texas market settles down and it's easier to buy, go buy. Sell the RV, keep the RV. Maybe you travel around the country somewhere and you fall in love with a new place. That's not a bad deal. I mean, obviously I'd love to sell you a new house here when you come back and you get settled, but if you find a place and you fall in love with it, and you can do it because you're working remotely or you're working somewhat remotely, how cool is that? So this started as a joke. This started as just sell your house and buy an RV and travel around the country. And then it's real now. I don't think I'm selling anyone's house that they're gonna buy an RV yet, but I think it's a great option to consider and a creative option. And that's one of the things that you get with us. We have I have a lot of, and our team has a lot of creative ways to get the job done. We actually closed on a house earlier this week. This has nothing to do with this one, but we had a buyer looking, and we had a seller about to put his home on the market, and the seller and the buyer kind of had a unique situation. And I said, hey, if y'all are interested in doing a deal together, let's talk about terms. Let's see what that would look like. And the sellers are like, you know what, this would work out really well because of XYZ for their circumstances. And the buyers are like, you know what, that would work out really well because of XYZ on their conditions. And we got creative and we closed the house. It took a little longer than normal, but it was a win-win. Everyone won, and everyone got this deal that no one else saw because those buyers were my buyers and those sellers were my sellers. And I know if I put that house on the market, I would have probably, I would have had more marketing from it. I would have had a sign in the yard. I would have video public. I would have a bunch of marketing stuff out there that could have potentially got me more business, and honestly would have definitely got me more business. However, that is not my priority. My priority is my clients, and legally I'm a fiduciary for my clients, so their needs must be above my own. So I had no marketing on the property. Yeah, I saved a few bucks for marketing, but those marketing dollars always return because you get a house sold faster, all that stuff, and it markets me for future business. So we get really creative to get the job done. And that is what I wanted to talk about, because I think buying an RV right now is an excellent option depending on if your situation fits that. Obviously, working remotely is a big thing. The flexibility of being able to travel around is a big thing. Man, I mean, that's a cool idea. And if we were really wanting to sell and take advantage of this equity right now, actually, I take that back. I probably wouldn't be allowed to buy an RV and take my wife and my 2 giant dogs out of the house and put them in a vehicle. But that's what I got. I want to throw that out there because I think it's a cool idea. And if you are looking to sell and buy an RV, let me know. I'm happy to help. My name is Jordan Bellinger. I'm with the Bacon Bellinger Real Estate Group at Coldwell Banker Apex in North Texas. If there's anything you need in North Texas, selling, buying, investing, or even just questions like how do I sell my house and not have to deal with the market? Well, my answer is buy an RV. Or if you're looking anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, and you're looking to buy, sell, invest, or you just have questions, we have agents all over the world. We've placed stuff in Tennessee recently. We've placed stuff in New York recently. We've placed stuff in Florida recently, where we're connecting our people to some of the best agents in those areas that can help them with what they're looking for. So that's what I got. I appreciate you for joining me. If you want to sell and buy an RV, please work with me. This is going to be such a cool story. We can get you traveling the country pretty soon. That's what I got. I'll talk to you later, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye.